Hey everybody, this is Susie Schulten from Midget Realty on Hatteras Island with another home tour video. Today we are at 25227 Sea Isle Hills Court, or Drive, in Waves, North Carolina. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home built in 1987. It's about 1,793 square feet. It's listed by Trisha Midget of Midget Realty, and they are asking $435,000. It's been on the market at this point on March 3rd for 3 days. So here's the exterior of the house. I'm going to show you right down there is the access to the beach. So it's not that far, maybe a 10-minute walk after you get down there and over the dunes. Lots of parking at this place. This is the other direction, right on down to Highway 12 down there. So you're close here to Real Kite for kiting. And let's get into this place. It's a unique one today. All right. Sea Isle Hills is a nice neighborhood. There's tons of underhouse living space out here. You can pull up dry entry, which is fantastic. Lots of storage. You've got this cute little swing. You could put party lights up out here. Let's take a look around the outside here. Now again, the house is 1987, so there are going to be some maintenance issues that will need to be addressed at some point. Decks, siding. But nothing at this point looks imminent. Now, that window is terrible, but that window goes into a garage, and you'll see that. There's a gas hookup here, but there's no gas, which means they've gotten rid of all the gas. This here would be for hanging a clothesline. Septic, my guess, is back here under these weeds. Can't see it, but neighbor's septic is in the backyard over here. And property line goes into these trees. Now, these trees are just cedars. They're garbage trees basically in our neighborhood, so if you wanted to cut those down, you certainly could. All right, looking at some pilings as we walk past, not seeing a whole lot remarkable about them, which is always good. Of course, anything that we talk about you'd want to have looked at by a home inspection. Got a bunch of great ones. And a little area set up out here. You've got a hose, fish cleaning area. They've got some nice beach chairs here while you wait for your shower. Don't get naked in the shower because it is see-through. That could easily be remedied, but at least it's a place to get the sand off. Let's take a look at these units because they both look newer. Let's see, we've got, oh darn, I don't see a date right off the bat on that one, but it looks to be a newer unit. It looks nice and clean. Let's go look around the other side. This one has some rust on the caging. As we've talked about in previous videos, rust on the caging, no big deal. Fins and coils on the inside is where you want to see, and they are looking nice and clean on both of these units, which means they're in good repair. Other side of the house over here. And again, here's another look at the backyard, or what is hidden. There's your septic tank hidden in that pile, which means that this bulkheaded area here and all of that is the septic field. Really should be cleaned off, at least the portion that contains the septic field, because roots growing down in there, all that good stuff. And a lot of this is just garbage vegetation, vines, weeds, scrubby trees. And it just makes this back area look a little undesirable. This is septic pipe right here. So maybe at some point they've had to have this replaced, because no one would have put a septic pipe like that if they didn't have to. All right. Property takes up a good portion of the lot. Back in 1987, a property could take up 50% of the lot. Nowadays, it's only 30%. I think these people did everything they could to take it all up. So here's under here. Not really sure what this little area is about. It's low. I'm 5'5" and I'm kind of ducking. I don't have to duck, but it makes me feel like I want to duck. I'm not sure. These stairs go up the back here, up to the main living level. This house is unique in that it is not a reverse floor plan. You have the living level on the first floor, as you'll see when we get in there. This is the garage that we saw, that crappy window. There it is. It smells like a garage. You can smell the gas and oil from the lawnmower here. Although that one appears to be electric. It looks like at some point they've had a gas one because there's a big stain on the floor. But just garage, workshop, storage space. Nice to have the extra spot. He said lots of storage here. Come up some stairs in the dry entry area. There's another spot here for beach chairs, beach stuff, just stuff. Not conditioned space. So anything you leave out here, like that nasty chair, is going to get moldy and nasty. All right, we'll come up into the main area of the house. And I did have that window, that door open. Just, it's chilly in here and it's nice outside today. So it's not, it smells in here like a house that's been closed up, but nothing more than that. And it smells in here like a house that needs to have some carpet taken out. All right, so you have a little bit of water standing up there above that door. Door is a little foggy on one panel, probably original 1987 doors and windows. Carpet is a hideous blue, dirty carpet. Low pile. I'm not sure, that you could even clean this. You know, it's got to go. Furniture, you can also see that that couch is just filthy. So furniture in here, got to go. Let's see if we take, maybe that's just the color of the cat. I don't know. Not. Anyway, let's keep going. So we look around here. You've got the living area here. Got a bunch of little hooks up there. I'm not sure. Maybe Christmas lights? I don't know. Open wood ceiling. No drywall up there. The windows. Okay, so Andersen wood-clad windows. Top of the line when they were purchased in 1987. They have a problem, and that problem is that they deteriorate on the inside. This wood, it can suck up moisture. You see the staining here. You can get rot. This one, obviously, they've put braces on all corners of this window, and you have strings that are broken right there. So Andersen makes a replacement. You can replace just the sashes if you can find the right size. And they make them either with this color or with a white that is made out of a material that doesn't do this. It doesn't wick moisture. They're plastic, basically, but they don't look plastic. They look like wood. So that's a good replacement for some of these windows. But not emergency. This is not an emergency with these windows. You can see out the windows. Just be aware it's going to be something to do. Again, another slider with one pane that is fogged. And more. The carpet, unfortunately, is throughout most of this. So this is where that deck, that weird little deck, comes up to this door right here. All right, kitchen, wood cabinets, tile countertop. You have a sheet vinyl flooring in here, stick-on backsplash. What you don't see in here is a dishwasher. Not here. There's another example of the deterioration you see on these wood-clad windows. And it's just a factor of water. It's really hard with these wood-clads to not have that happen. It's the way that the water blows up against the window and sits, and then the moisture gets sucked up into the wood. It's just something that happens with these windows. You got a lot of cabinets in here. Could you put a dishwasher in? Maybe. It seems like a good size kitchen, a lot of space. Pretty basic appliances that are here. And you do have popcorn on the ceiling. That's not standing up there. That's a shadow from that pan. All right, so you do have 2 bedrooms on this level. Here's the dining area. Again, popcorn ceiling. There's some sort of staining possibly above that window. Hard to tell. And again, just this wood clad. And I've put my finger through these windows before. These are not to that level. And this is probably not fogged, even though it looks foggy. It's debris buildup on the outside of the window would be my best guess on that, because it doesn't look like a traditional fog. All right, so we have bedroom on this floor, this level. We'll call this the back bedroom. Wood walls, you can paint these. This is paneling. Don't take it down. Paint it. Go over top of it. It's good stuff. It's nice paneling. It's not the cheap flat stuff. Again, you're dealing with, I'm not sure why I'm guessing rotten windowsill here. Look. And they've covered it up with this board. So this one's not great, that window. This bedroom does have an adjoining ensuite. The interesting thing about two of these ensuites here is that they have exterior siding on the bathroom. My guess is this was a porch, because the bedroom on the front of the house backs right up to this bathroom as well. And it looks like maybe it was a porch that they enclosed, but odd choice of exterior cedar siding to put. And you do have some water damage there. I don't see a vent fan in this bathroom, and that's also going to contribute to moisture damage on a popcorn ceiling. But yeah, really odd. It does have, again, vinyl floor, but you've got, medicine cabinet, toilet, surround shower tub. Clever way to add a bathroom. Not saying it's not. Just an odd choice for the siding in there. Okay, so back up to the front of the house. Let's pop out on the deck here real quick. Deck's in good shape. Deck is in good shape. It's a big deck. You have the built-in Nag's Head seating. Always freaks me out when it comes to small children, but it's on both sides. I can hear the ocean. No view of the ocean. Get a better look at the front of the house. They have done some interesting things. They must have had some rotten siding down here at the bottom, and they have put, it looks like, hardy board, which is pressed concrete board, down here on the bottom. So some of the siding is starting to show wear. It's not falling off. I can't say that it's, well, this piece isn't great here. It's definitely something you're going to want to look into. Easy to reach, though, from all the way around the house, because you have this deck that goes all the way around. Here you've got, or not all, almost all the way around. Here's some bad, real bad right here. But you can do the same thing they did in the front and just replace boards that need to be replaced. That's the nice thing about these cedar lat boards, is you can get new ones and feather them in or just replace the side at a time. But yeah, the bottom here, this whole bottom section is pretty shot. Let's go look at the other side, since we just looked at it from the lower area. This side of the house is going to get a lot of sun, and the boards are going to show it. You can see up towards the top under the eaves how they look really nice and pretty, and then as you get down where the sun is really beating on them, they're starting to really show the age. Let's see. And then you get on the bottom, just for education, no matter what you put down there, you're going to get splashing off the deck up onto these boards. So you can see this board at the bottom is specifically in poor condition because of that. Not only do they get the sun damage, but they get bouncing water damage. So yeah, siding's going to be on the list for this house. They have redone these deck rails at some point, maybe when they redid the deck. All right, let's head on back inside the house. Continue on. That's the door we came in to come up. There are the stairs. Bedroom number 2 on this level. Again, window damage. It's here. It's real. I cannot. It's soft. This one is a little soft. The fuzzy damage, when you see the fuzzy, that is sun damage. And there's even bits of wood. So yeah, so this one is shot. You see the wood out there that has fallen from the outside of this window. And it's probably the side of the house that gets a lot of rain. Therefore, it's damaged. Yeah, some water staining down here. Now, water staining on the floor. Carpet in here is different. See, we've gone to like a commercial grade brown from the shaggy blue. And when you see water around the bottoms of the walls and not the top of the walls, that sometimes indicates that these floors were cleaned, carpet cleaned, and the walls are really dry. 1987 was a long time ago. And that can cause moisture wicking if there's too much water on the carpet that is left behind when they do the extraction. There's some water damage down there. Again, not a big deal if it's not currently actively leaking. Ceiling in here looks good. It's popcorn, but it's all fine. Sorry if I made you dizzy spinning there. Made myself dizzy. Okay, bathroom number 2, full bath. This is backs up to that other bathroom. And you have the exterior siding on the interior of the house. Cedar, looks like red cedar. And then, vinyl, sheet vinyl on the floor. So cosmetic works, yes. Some structural works. As far as windows, yes. All right, let's continue on up here. Here's some more of that carpet. Now things start to get a little odd. That's water damage in the corner there from where my guess is the cupola. You have wood on the walls up here in some places. You definitely have some damage up there. Why? Maybe it's the peaked ceiling. Sometimes we see, the air conditioners just can't keep up in these rooms that are peaked. It's a big space up here. Second sitting area, game room, call it what you will. The ugly green carpet is up here. And I say green, it's like a greeny blue. But you do have lots of space. It's a big room. And there are windows in this section. Here's another, like you can climb up. Does it help you see anything? No. And ain't more damage. This one's. That's the surprise place. Let's see what else. All right, washer dryer's up here. Ironing area. Probably an access panel for HVAC. I can't get in there, so I'm not 100% sure. What is in there? Have not seen the hot water heater that I can recall. Usually they're in these utility rooms, but yeah, washer dryer up here. Bathroom number 3, full bath. Here it is. This one is not exterior sided, but it does have cedar on the walls. Commode. This window, look at that. That is air, that is light through the window. That one shut. All right, popcorn ceiling in here. There's an owner's closet that could be a linen closet if you wanted. That's damage from that metal vent. Got to get rid of metal vents in these houses. And then here's your shower. Okay, so this is bedroom number 3. No windows in this room. None. You'll sleep great because there's not a window in here to wake you up. Could you put a skylight in? Sure. Skylights leak. Typically. This has newer carpet, like a commercial grade Berber. It has some seam issues, but it's not as filthy as that blue-green carpet out there. All right, let's go to the other side. Saving the best for last. And we have bedroom number 4. Bedroom number 4 also has no windows. Put all the kids in here, turn the lights off, they'll sleep great. Sunlight will not wake them up. All the walls in this house are flat, so no texture on the walls. And everything needs a coat of paint or a scrub. That carpet in here as well. So 4 bedrooms. Here's some water damage on this wall. And again, odd spot for water damage, but I think you'll see why. And again, metal vents. Gotta get rid of the metal vents. Put plastic in. Please, please, please. Plastic. Okay, I've saved the best for last. The cupola. I've been asked a couple of times about this. I'm telling you now. I haven't even been all the way up yet. These stairs are narrow, they're steep, and they're off. So like it's not even stepping when you step on them. You have to watch your head because this step for going up to the top, you will conk yourself. This one lifts up. I don't know why, except that it makes it easier to get up here. Lots of water standing on these walls. And that I think is where, and this floor is buckled. This piece of sheet vinyl is buckled. And I think, I'll show you why. It's not soft, but yeah, lots and lots of water standing as we continue up the spiral staircase of doom. Lots of water staining. There's that weird hinge. And I tell you, this step lifts up. I don't know why. Maybe they were trying to keep people out of here. I don't know. Water staining everywhere. Okay, this is as far as I've gotten. So this is all new to me because now we have a ship's ladder we got to climb. See this thing? Stains everywhere because we have windows everywhere. And they are all in states of disrepair. Ceiling's in decent shape though. I mean, look at that. Looks like maybe newer. Oh, looks like they had a screen door up here at some point. Safety latch, safety first. Oh God. Okay. And yes, here we are at the top of the world. There's the path to the beach. You can see it right there. It's a really foggy day. I think you can probably see the ocean horizontally, not breaking waves, but you could definitely see the ocean if it wasn't foggy out there. I know I'm standing in the sun, but there's definitely fog over the ocean and fog out over the sound, but I can see it. That's Real Kite right over there. If you like to kite surf, Real Kite is just right there. The Waterman's Grill decks up here seem they're just pieces of plywood. But it gets you a real good look at the neighborhood. Yeah, so there's the eaves area where you could put a skylight into those bedrooms downstairs. Gives you a good view of the backyard. And it looks like they've done some work on this thing because this is not wood, I don't think. And they've put the hardy board up here. But yeah, you can get up here. You can get out. If it were me and I'm renting this house out, I would lock this and not let people up here. All right. So there's the cupola. Yes, you can get to it. Yes, you can go outside. Gotta relock it. Now. I said the windows are cruddy, and it's causing water damage. And that water damage is running down these walls, and that water damage is running all the way down stairs. All the way. I'm gonna go back down these stairs. Say a prayer. All right, now we go back to, you whack your face. Duck your head. Cool place for an owner to go on up. I don't know that I would want guests up there. Caution, no kidding. And then again, that's the step that lifts up. My only guess is because somebody hit their head on it. All right. Whew, back down. All right, let's head back downstairs to the main living level. Back out, and we'll do a walk to the beach, and we'll time it. I don't think it's going to be 10 minutes. I'm not the fastest walker in the world, but we will time it. And get you a look at the beautiful beaches up here in Waves and Salvo. Flooding in this area generally comes from the sound side, not the ocean side. This house does come fully furnished, like it or not, you get the furniture. It was rented the past couple of years, and rental history is available. So let's start timing. There's a good number of people on this street that are here full-time, as well as vacation rentals and second homes. So I'm walking briskly, but not in a hurry, to see how long it takes us to get there. It's a beautiful 52 degrees today, sunny. Fine, how are you? Finally, a pretty day. You would be required to have flood insurance if you get a mortgage on this property. Not much that you have to worry about getting flooded, even if it does flood. Again, sound side flooding is your main concern. That was a private property, full-time resident. These people look like they're here a lot. Get a vacant lot for sale here. A good little tour of the neighborhood. Golf carts are not legally permitted in Salvo, but in Waves, but people do use them. Alright, let's see where this little sign is directing me. It is legal beach access, so people aren't going to be able to tell you can't access the beach. This little sign says beach, so that's where we're going. Yep, here we go. There are no wooden walkways up here in Waves and Salvo for getting over to the beach. It's definitely hot sand territory in the summertime. You're going to want to wear beach shoes, gym shoes. Flip-flops are okay, but hot sand can get under your flip-flops while you're walking, and you can blister your feet to the point where you are not happy. You will encounter critters on these walks. I can see little lizard tracks all over the place. Lizards, snakes, deer. Lots and lots of deer. You can see here, I'll take a stop, how high the dune is that we're walking up and how wide. So if you're thinking of those homes down in Buxton that are collapsing into the sea, that's not happening here. And it would appear that we've got a while before anything like that would happen. Oh, we're almost there. Right. Full moon this week. Whew, looks like we're not going down there at this minute. That is the path to the beach at the moment. You can see. Let's see. Here we go. And that probably took 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and you're going to want to. There you go. That fog better. And this is what I'm not all the way down because then I got to climb all the way back up. Good beach pickings today. All right, let's get back up here. That's not so bad. So you've got one big main dune and a smaller secondary dune line behind here. And it's a long, wide space. You can see the house from here, from the top of the dune. That little cupola kind of sticks itself out there. All right. This is Susie Schulten wrapping up the video of 25227 Sea Isle Hills. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below. If you like this video and want to subscribe to get more, hit the subscribe, give me a thumbs up. However you want to say you did a good job, I appreciate that. Let me know if there's anything else that you want to see. I'm happy to make a video of any home out here on Hatteras Island that is for sale. And until next time, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.